What you're looking at here now is my complete portrait lighting setup the way I generally have it. I have two lights, both on the same side, the reflector on the opposite side, or instead of the reflector, I'd have a fill light behind the camera position. A light on the background that I can put on the background or on the subject itself at the same time, and a hair light. So the difference between shooting with film and shooting with digital is that digitally we're exposing for the highlights. When we're doing film, we used to expose for the shadows, but now I want to make sure I have detail in the highlights. And a lot of people I know aren't familiar with this continuous lighting, the fluorescent lights or the spider lights. If this were a flash, I would do exactly the same thing. I'd have my lights placed, one back here, a 45-degree angle behind me, sort of lighting half my face or in profile position. One light in front giving me my regular light pattern. The reflector here opening up the shadows. Hair light, dark hair, a little bit closer. Light hair, a little bit further back. And as far as the background light, if I want the background to be the same color that it actually is, I'd have the same amount of light on the background as I have on the face. If I want the background to be lighter or darker, I just increase or decrease the amount of light on the background in relationship to the face. Flash or continuous lighting, it's going to be the same thing, but we have to always do a custom white balance. Don't go for the automatic white balance. It's not going to be good enough because sometimes it'll pick up other distracting colors around that you don't want it to have. So after I do a close-up of the face and get the exposure right, set the camera on manual, put the expo disc in front, point it towards the light source. Then on the back of the camera, I'll just say custom white balance, push the button, select an image, push the button again, and that's all it takes to get the custom white balance. All right, let's do a portrait sitting. I've got Ben here waiting in the wings. So before he even comes in, I'll get the exposure using somebody else. I'll do the white balance. We're ready to bring him in. Light placement, one light at a 45-degree angle behind him, one light at a 45-degree angle to the camera in front for the main light, the reflector, hair light, background light. So let's bring him in. I've already done a quick facial analysis by having a conversation with him, but I'll do it again with you with have him in place. So why don't you have a seat here? I'm going to have you looking straight into the camera. And let's zoom the camera in up close to his face so we can see what we have. Right. I'm noticing, first of all, just center him in the, yes, that's perfect. I'm noticing that his right eye is a little bit smaller than his left. You're aware of that already, right, Ben? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the small eye away from the camera for the 2/3 view because that means you're looking into the larger part of the eye. If I turn the small eye towards the camera, as most people think that you should do, we'll be looking into the narrow aspect of your eye and it's going to make it look still more narrow. For Ben's full face picture in the basic pose, we have his body turned slightly, well, to a 45-degree angle towards the light, and leaning him forward at the waist towards his knees, that lowered his back right shoulder. And see how his head is tipped perpendicular to the slope of the shoulders. Now what we've done is we've lit from the one light coming from 45 degrees behind him, we've highlighted the side of his face and the side of his nose. And that light came from a low position parallel to the side of his face. With the head tipped to the low shoulder perpendicularly, just the way we have it here, the simple basic pose looks unposed. It looks totally natural.